implementing a pay grade matrix system offers several potential benefits. Firstly, transparency is enhanced. Employees gain a clear understanding of their pay structure and the path for progression within the company. This clarity reduces ambiguity and fosters trust. Secondly, objective performance evaluation becomes more achievable. Specific job descriptions coupled with defined performance metrics provide a more objective foundation for employee evaluations. This minimizes subjective biases and ensures fairness. Thirdly, motivation and recognition improve. Employees are incentivized to enhance their performance with the goal of advancing through the ranks and achieving higher compensation. Recognition of their accomplishments further boosts morale. Fourthly, improved job satisfaction is a likely outcome. As employees attain new levels within the matrix, they experience a sense of accomplishment and progress, contributing to increased job satisfaction. Fifthly, enhanced career development is supported. The system offers a structured career path that facilitates professional growth and development opportunities. Sixthly, reduced subjectivity is achieved. Basing pay on rank reduces the potential for biases or favoritism in compensation decisions, promoting equity across the workforce. However, there are also drawbacks associated with implementing a pay grade matrix. Firstly, complexity arises. Creating and maintaining a pay grade matrix can be time-consuming and resource-intensive, demanding significant effort from HR and management. Secondly, administration becomes a burden. The system necessitates regular monitoring and oversight to ensure accuracy, fairness, and consistency in its application. Thirdly, pay compression may occur. Employees within the same rank may have varying levels of experience or performance, potentially leading to pay compression where more experienced employees earn only slightly more than newer ones. Fourthly, limited flexibility exists. The system may not readily accommodate exceptions or unique employee circumstances, potentially creating dissatisfaction among employees with specialized roles or skills. Fifthly, potential resistance may surface. Some employees might resist the restructuring of their pay if they perceive it as a reduction or stagnation, leading to conflicts and reduced morale. Accurately defining job descriptions that reflect varying levels of responsibility and performance can be challenging. It requires detailed analysis and ongoing refinement to ensure that the descriptions are clear, concise, and aligned with organizational goals. Consider the costs associated with setting up and maintaining the system. The costs associated with setting up and maintaining the system include time, software, and human resources. Careful analysis of these costs is required to ensure that the investment yields a positive return. Job descriptions should include specific tasks, responsibilities, required skills, and performance metrics for each rank. These descriptions should be regularly updated to reflect changes in the organization and industry. Performance metrics should be measurable and aligned with organizational goals. Examples include sales targets, customer satisfaction ratings, project completion rates, and quality control metrics. Employees should receive regular feedback on their performance relative to these metrics. Pay adjustments should be based on objective criteria such as performance ratings, experience, and tenure. A transparent process for determining pay adjustments helps to ensure fairness and reduce the risk of discrimination. It is crucial to communicate the details of the pay grade matrix to employees clearly and transparently. This includes explaining how the system works, how pay is determined, and how employees can advance through the ranks. A well-designed pay grade matrix can offer significant benefits, but it is essential to carefully consider the potential drawbacks and take steps to mitigate them. Evaluate the existing compensation system to identify areas for improvement. Gather input from employees and managers to understand their needs and concerns. Research best practices for designing and implementing pay grade matrix systems. Develop a detailed plan for implementing the system, including timelines, responsibilities, and communication strategies. Train managers on how to use the system and provide feedback to employees. Regularly evaluate the system to ensure that it is meeting its objectives and make adjustments as needed. Consider the legal implications of the pay grade matrix, ensuring compliance with equal pay laws and other regulations. Seek legal counsel to review the system and ensure that it is fair and non-discriminatory. Consider the impact of the pay grade matrix on employee morale and motivation. A well-designed system can boost morale and motivation, but a poorly designed system can have the opposite effect. Conduct employee surveys to measure morale and motivation levels before and after implementing the system. Be prepared to address any concerns that employees may have. There are a few approaches to defining job descriptions and performance expectations within a pay grade matrix system. Firstly, task-based descriptions can be used. Focus on the specific tasks and responsibilities associated with each role. For example, a junior technician might be responsible for basic equipment maintenance, while a senior technician handles complex repairs and troubleshooting. Secondly, competency-based descriptions are another option. Emphasize the skills, knowledge, and abilities required for each role. A customer service representative at a lower level might need basic communication skills, while a higher level representative requires advanced problem-solving and conflict resolution abilities. Thirdly, outcome-based descriptions can be utilized. Focus on the results and impact of each role. For example, a sales representative's performance might be measured by the revenue generated or the number of new customers acquired. Performance metrics need to be measurable and aligned with organizational goals. Examples include sales targets, customer satisfaction ratings, project completion rates, and quality control metrics. Employees should receive regular feedback on their performance relative to these metrics. One of the main potential issues is pay compression. This happens when the pay difference between employees with different levels of experience or performance is too small. This can demotivate experienced employees and reduce their job satisfaction. Several strategies can be used to address pay compression. Firstly, provide larger pay increases for promotions. This helps to ensure that employees who advance to higher levels receive a significant increase in pay. Secondly, offer performance-based bonuses. This rewards employees who consistently exceed expectations. Thirdly, adjust the pay ranges for each grade. This helps to ensure that the pay ranges are aligned with market rates and that there is sufficient room for growth within each grade. Ensure transparency in the process for determining pay adjustments. This can help to build trust and reduce the risk of conflict. Provide employees with clear information about how their performance is evaluated and how pay decisions are made. In a matrix structure, projects are managed across traditional departmental boundaries, bringing together teams with diverse skills and expertise. Employees may report to both a functional manager and a project manager, leading to potential conflicts or confusion about priorities. Firstly, clarify roles and responsibilities to create a clear matrix structure. Define the roles and responsibilities of each employee within the matrix, specifying who they report to for different tasks and projects. Secondly, establish clear communication channels to enhance understanding. Implement effective communication channels to ensure that all team members are informed about project goals, deadlines, and changes. Thirdly, empower project managers to make decisions and lead their teams effectively. Give project managers the authority and resources they need to lead their teams and make decisions related to their projects. Fourthly, provide training and development to enhance skills. Offer training and development opportunities to help employees develop the skills needed to work effectively in a matrix environment. Fifthly, foster a culture of collaboration to increase success. Promote a culture of collaboration and teamwork, encouraging employees to share knowledge and support each other. Sixthly, recognize and reward teamwork and individual contributions. Recognize and reward both teamwork and individual contributions to project success. Regularly evaluate the effectiveness of the matrix structure and make adjustments as needed. Conduct employee surveys to gather feedback on the matrix structure and identify areas for improvement. Here are some additional considerations for designing and implementing a pay grade matrix system. Firstly, consider the size and structure of the organization. A large, complex organization may require a more sophisticated system than a small, simple organization. Secondly, consider the industry in which the organization operates. Different industries have different pay practices. Thirdly, consider the organization's culture. The system should be aligned with the organization's culture and values. Fourthly, consider the organization's budget. The system must be affordable and sustainable. A well-designed pay grade matrix system can be a valuable tool for attracting, retaining, and motivating employees. However, it is important to carefully consider the potential drawbacks and take steps to mitigate them. The complexity of creating and maintaining a pay grade matrix system should not be underestimated. It requires significant time, resources, and expertise. It's imperative to invest in the necessary training and development for HR staff and managers. This will enable them to effectively manage and administer the system. Communicate changes to employees regarding their compensation clearly. Address any concerns in a timely manner. Make sure you can keep the data consistent and up to date as the company changes and people join the organization. Regularly audit the pay grade matrix to ensure that it is fair and non-discriminatory. The pay grade matrix should be transparent. Transparency includes clear communication of criteria, process, and career path opportunities. One should consider the current market rate to be able to attract new employees. It would make sense that this rate be a baseline for each of the job titles. Use of technology could improve efficiency of the pay grade matrix. A good system could ensure compliance and prevent errors and bias. It is very important to get feedback from employees at all levels to improve the system. It needs to be revised and adjusted on a regular basis, but not too often. There needs to be a period of stability to let the system properly work. By thoughtfully addressing these points, you can establish a compensation structure that is equitable, motivating, and successful, which ultimately supports the overall objectives of the organization. A company's success is very often tied to its employees. Without properly incentivizing them, success could be short-lived. This kind of matrix is an attempt to do just that.